The Bed, Part 3. Final. Final. Chapter 1. The Move. After the night of the ritual, Emily's parents decided it was time to leave the old house for good. They sold it as quickly as possible, packed their belongings, and moved to a smaller, newer home across town. For a while, Emily felt safe again. No scratching, no whispers, no glowing yellow eyes. But safety has a way of deceiving. The nightmares continued. Emily dreamed of long claws reaching from the darkness, of being dragged under her bed into an endless black void. Sometimes she would wake with fresh scratches on her legs, just like before. The creature had promised, I never left. And promises, she realized, were meant to be kept. Chapter 2. The New House. Emily's new bedroom was smaller, brighter, with clean white walls and new furniture. Her parents thought it would help her start fresh. But on the very first night, Shadow, the loyal dog, refused to enter the room. He stood at the doorway, growling low, his ears flat against his head. Emily's blood ran cold. She crawled into bed, turned off the lamp, and whispered to herself, It's over. It has to be over. But just as her eyes closed, she heard it. Scratch, scratch, scratch. The sound was back, this time louder. Chapter 3. The Trap. Emily knew she couldn't run forever. She needed answers. She returned to Mrs. Whitaker, who looked older, frailer, and more haunted than before. The Hollow One, Mrs. Whitaker whispered, is not bound to a house. It is bound to you. Once you looked at it, once you acknowledged it, you became its mark. Emily's heart sank. So I can never escape it? There is one way, the old woman said grimly, but it is dangerous. You must go where it lives, under the bed. You must face it in its own world. Emily's hands trembled. And if I fail? Mrs. Whitaker's eyes were sorrowful. Then it will keep you, like it kept Clara. Chapter 4. Entering the Void. That night, Emily prepared herself. She placed candles in a circle around her bed, held her diary tightly, and whispered prayers. Her parents wanted to stop her, but Emily knew this was her fight. At exactly midnight, she leaned over the bed and whispered, I'm not afraid of you. The yellow eyes glowed beneath the bed. The floor vibrated as the creature's claws scraped against wood. Then, suddenly, a black void opened beneath her, sucking her into the darkness. Emily screamed as she fell, landing hard on cold, damp ground. When she stood, she was no longer in her room. She was in a vast, endless cave, lit only by the dim glow of yellow eyes scattered in the distance. The air was heavy, filled with whispers. This was the creature's world. The world under the bed. Chapter 5. The Hollow One. The creature emerged from the shadows, larger than ever, its limbs twisted unnaturally, its jagged teeth glistening. Its voice was a guttural growl. Welcome home, Emily. She clutched her diary, her only weapon. This isn't my home. The Hollow One laughed, a sound like cracking bones. It is now. You saw me. You fed me with fear. You are mine. Other shapes began to appear, children, pale and lifeless, their eyes hollow. Among them was a girl with braids, whispering faintly. Clara. Emily gasped. Clara's ghost reached out. Don't let it take you too. Chapter 6. The Fight. Emily realized the diary was glowing faintly. Each word she had written about the creature shimmered with light. She opened it and shouted, You are nothing but a shadow. The Hollow One recoiled, screeching. The whispers grew louder, the void trembling as Emily read every entry she had written. Each word weakened it, each sentence burning holes in its shadowy body. But the creature fought back, slashing its claws across the ground. Shadows swirled like a storm, pulling Emily toward its gaping maw. Clara's spirit shouted, Write its end! Write it now! Emily grabbed her pen, her hand shaking, and scrawled on the glowing page, The Hollow One is defeated. The creature screamed, its body twisting violently as cracks of light split through its form. The cave shook as the Hollow One collapsed into dust, its yellow eyes fading into darkness. Chapter 7. The Escape. The void began to collapse. Emily clutched her diary and ran, the ground crumbling beneath her feet. Clara's spirit smiled sadly, whispering, Thank you, now I can rest. Emily reached the place where she had fallen. A beam of light shone above her. She jumped, clawing her way upward, back into her bedroom. With a gasp, she landed on her bed, the diary glowing faintly before going dark. The candles around her flickered, then steadied. It was over. Chapter 8. Years later. Emily grew up, but she never forgot. She kept the diary hidden away, never speaking of the Hollow One again. Her childhood was scarred, but she survived where Clara had not. Decades later, Emily became a mother, then a grandmother. She watched her family grow, always warning children never to look under their beds. But one evening, her granddaughter whispered, "Grandma, there's scratching under my bed." Emily's face went pale. She rushed to the room, clutching her cane, and listened. At first, silence. Then, scratch, scratch, scratch. Her granddaughter leaned over the bed, curious. "Don't look," Emily cried. But it was too late. The child gasped, her eyes wide with terror. The yellow glow returned. The hollow one had waited. Hashtag epilogue. The endless hunger. The creature never died. It could never die. It was not of this world. It only needed a child's eyes to see it, a child's fear to feed it. And so the curse continued. Generations would whisper of scratching in the night, of glowing eyes beneath the bed, and somewhere in the shadows, the hollow one grinned, waiting for the next innocent soul to peek under the bed. Because once you see it, you... If you liked this story, please subscribe to the channel and like the video.